we are now ruled by what John Stone Street calls the critical theory mood, where everything, every issue, every policy, every conflict has to be viewed through the oppressor-oppressed lens. And unfortunately, men are going to fall on the oppressor side of things. But the problem is that young men internalize that. I mean, they don't just listen to it and throw it over their shoulder and no big deal. They hear it. They understand this culture hates me.
Do.
They know.
They get it.
And actually what we're seeing, I don't know what's happening in Australia, but we are seeing the rise of one of the most conservative male generations ever in Gen Z. Gen Z men are and we're talking like the teenagers and the early 20s men today are skewing so heavily conservative. It's shocking. And liberal women, I mean, young women are going incredibly far to the left. So
there's a real bifurcation taking place.
It's very challenging.
Could I suggest that ain't going to be too good for romance either?
It's bad for romance. You're exactly right. It's bad for family formation. And I really do think it is at the root of it is men know that the progressives hate them. And there's nothing they can do about it. And that is why we have to get masculinity right. Because I think especially young men, if they are going to become good men who reject both the machismo and the beta male subservient, I'm going to be passive and I'm going to be weak, which is its own form of danger. If you're going to have healthy young men who understand that true masculinity is strength under control, they actually need to see that embodied. Men are going to follow somebody. And I hope it's not Andrew Tate. Hopefully it's their father. But unfortunately, because we have rampant family breakdown in the UK, only 50% of kids are going to be living with both biological parents by the time they are 14 years old. I mean, we've got family breakdown at massive rates across the West. A lot of times, those boys don't have a man in the home showing them what protection, provision, and strength under control is. Men will find somebody to follow.
That is how boys learn.
Right. So there's a lot of men that'll say, come and follow me, to serve their own selfish ends, gang leaders or people that are going to groom them or prey on them. So we really need good men who are fathering and connecting with their own children, but then also, revealing what true masculinity is and allowing other boys to watch. I think that's why you are garnering the attention of a lot of young men. I think obviously that's why Jordan Peterson has created somewhat of a following among young men. I actually went and heard Jordan Peterson speak a couple of years ago with my son, took Stacy Manning, my co-author, and her son. And when we were waiting in the line to go meet Jordan Peterson, it was just a big line of teen boys and 20-something men who were all dressed like Jordan Peterson. They were all wearing 2- and 3-piece suits. Why? Because you become what you behold. And they had been able to behold somebody who took life seriously, was, dressed himself properly, made his bed, voluntary, took on hard challenges, and they became like him. Masculinity, especially, has to be embodied and modeled. We have to get masculinity right, and the next generation is hungry for it.